fine. All I have to do is wave the stick. Okay. Here we go. Ready? You guys good? Here we go. And 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, and. Yes, I'll count you up. Give you 4 and 3. All right, here we go. Ready? I'm going to count you guys in. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, see how many times we do it. Congratulations, sweet. Guys, remember we're repeating measure 3. All the way back to measure 3. All the way to the end of the first go, back to 3. That depends on how long it takes to get around. Maybe 30 times. Yeah. Is that your guess? I have no idea. No, there's a senior class. They're waiting on us. They're waiting on us, so we're ready. You guys ready? Yeah, they're ready for us. All right, here we go. Trumpets, take the trade off, leave the quarter notes out, and go. Here we go. Ready? Here they come. Ready? Play it big. 1, 2, 3, 8.
Good evening, everyone. One more time. Good evening, everyone. Please stand and remain standing for the singing of the national anthem, presented this evening by the graduating singers of the Western Albemarle Choir.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glow, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
You may be seated. Good evening again. It is my pleasure to welcome our families, students, alumni, and guests to the 2002 commencement exercises for Western Albemarle High School. Coming together here at Western to celebrate our graduates is a treasured tradition of our school. As Ann Coughlin, one of our most beloved former principals, would say each year, as the sun sets in the west and the moon rises in the east, we graduate in between. I would like to extend a special welcome to our distinguished guests who join me on the stage tonight. Diantha McKeel and Ned Galloway, members of the Board of Supervisors. Graham Page, chairman of the school board. Kate Acuff, school board member. David Oberg, school board member and proud WAS parent. Matthew Haas, superintendent. Deborah Collins, deputy superintendent. And Bernard Hairston, assistant superintendent. In addition to welcoming everyone to graduation, I have the privilege of getting to share a few remarks with you and our graduates. I have been told that the most important quality of a graduation speech is brevity. That made me realize that I could actually keep these remarks to just 10 words. Thank you. We are proud of you. We love you. I will still be brief, but let me expand on why these 10 words. First, before I focus on our graduates, I want to take a moment to thank our incredible faculty and staff. They are dedicated and hardworking. They build wonderful relationships with our students. They are also a huge part of why being at Western is just so fun. Where else do grown professionals keep teacher tag going for over 3 weeks? Please join me in recognizing and thanking our educators for all of their energy in such exhausting times. Now, to turn to the class of 2022. Graduates, thank you. Thank you for your leadership and the example you set as seniors during our return to school. While the first Drip Friday caught me by surprise, and Senior Toga Day was a time that I got to know a few of you just a little bit too well, I appreciate that you came to school this year ready to make the most of it. Thanks to your energy, we had a great Spirit Week, filled the stands for football and basketball games, tried new activities like anything but a backpack day, put on an amazing spring musical, and enjoyed prom with guest Ginger. You helped us bring back the energy and creativity that make Western great. Next, we are so proud of you. You have not only endured but thrived in a world that has already asked a lot of you. Despite all the challenges, you have set your sights on what comes next and persevered. As you move into the workforce, the armed services, or college, we know you are ready to build and shape your future. Finally, we love you. For me, you will always be my first graduating class as a school principal, and I've adored working with you. I appreciate that you are understanding during hard times, serious hard times, and the ones like when I killed Tab and when we couldn't have singing Valentines. It's probably too soon to talk about all the parts of the senior prank, but I thought the balloons were really clever. Across our country and even the world, graduates of the class of 2022 are being touted for their resilience, strength in the face of a global pandemic. They are being praised for facing these challenges head on. That's great and so true. But Warriors, I want you to know that you are awesome, not just because of how you took the pandemic in stride. No, I want to make sure you know you would have been a wonderful senior class under any circumstances in any year. You are energetic, engaged, and passionate. You're also just a heck of a lot of fun to work with. My only regret is that we just had 1 year together. Congratulations. Know that I will miss you. Please come back to visit. I plan to be here when you do. Thank you. At this time, we will hear from Dr. Haas, Superintendent of Albemarle County Schools.
Good evening, Western Albemarle High School Warriors. I am grateful to be here tonight to celebrate your high school graduation with you. I want to thank the Western Albemarle High School teachers, administrators, and support staff for the outstanding work you have done in educating our graduates. I know you are very proud of these students and you have taught them well and supported them in so many ways in preparing them for the future. Thank you. Families and friends of our graduates, I thank you for the opportunity to have been a part of your child's education. I am grateful that you chose to have your child attend Albemarle County Public Schools. A parent or a person who fulfills the role of a parent or caregiver is a child's first and most important teacher. You shared that role with us. Thank you. And graduates, I congratulate you on your successful completion of high school. As each of our high schools has its graduation ceremony on a different night, tonight, Western Albemarle High School Warriors get to be the one and only pride of Albemarle County. Altogether, by this time next week, we will have just about 1,000 graduates leaving our high schools and taking their next steps on life's journey. I am eager to see what y'all do next. I know it will be amazing. Graduates, I am grateful for your time with Albemarle County Public Schools and with Western Albemarle. Each of you has enriched our lives as educators. Thank you. I wish you all of the best of success in life.
Next, we will hear from David Oberg, school board member.
Dr. Sublett, administrators, faculty, and staff of Western Albemarle High School, on behalf of the Albemarle County School Board, and I believe on behalf of the families and friends present here tonight, I thank you. Well done does not begin to express our gratitude for everything you have done over the past 2 years to make tonight a reality. You are awesome, and we can never thank you enough. To all the families and friends of the graduates, thank you as well. Tonight is a huge accomplishment for your graduates, but is a huge win for all of you as well. Everything you have done for these graduates for the past 18 to 19 years has empowered them to accomplish what they have accomplished tonight. Now, with all love and respect, I'm no longer going to be speaking to any of you. For the next few moments, I will be speaking directly to tonight's graduates. Feel free to daydream, go to the bathroom, check your phone, take photos. Class of 2022, on behalf of the Albemarle County School Board, congratulations, you did it. Fair warning, I promised myself that I would not get emotional during my address, and I was doing fine right up till this morning when Elkie and Maddie started to sing. Thanks a lot, ladies. I bawled most of the afternoon. So I apologize in advance if, as my sister-in-law Amy says, I failed to keep it legit. But what can I do? I'm a dad. The three best moments for me as a school board member are high school graduations, basically anything involving kindergartners, and having a reasonable excuse to dress like a giant chicken. Those are the times that I live for as a school board member. Tonight, I am not dressed as a giant chicken because my wife said no. But despite my lack of a chicken costume, no graduation that I have ever attended, including my own, has ever been more meaningful to me than this one. Not only because my daughter Kendra is graduating tonight, but because I consider so many of you graduating with her to be my bonus children. As Elijah so eloquently stated this morning, we are family. And frankly, saying goodbye to you hurts a lot. I am closer to this group of graduates than any other group to whom I have ever spoken. I have known many of you as a coach, a Sunday school teacher, and a school board member for most of your lives. I'm here to warn you, and don't forget this. No matter where you go and how great you succeed, I knew you win. I've got stories. Kendra and Sydney forging a note in kindergarten so that Sydney could ride the bus home with Kendra. It was pretty convincing. Unfortunately, they signed it, "Love Sydney's Mom." Bella James, at 8 years old, jumping off and breaking my couch, playing air guitar. Amber Myers, 2 words, egg juice. James Kirby and Harrison Miracle, showing up at Crozet Park, dribbling a soccer ball, just coincidentally at the same time that my girls' soccer team was practicing. Waz Drama Kids, you know who you are. A Midsummer Night's Dream and Mamma Mia. I know, and I was there. I get periodically scolded by my colleagues that as a school board member, I'm not supposed to have favorites. I don't care. You guys are all my favorites. I love you guys, and I am extremely proud of the people that you have become, and I am gonna miss you so much. The simple reality is that after tonight, my interactions with a lot of you will become very rare. So I hope that you will indulge me for just a few moments so that I can share a few thoughts with all of you before you depart into your futures. There are some obvious pieces of advice that are in a lot of speeches. Get up early, make your bed, strive for excellence, wash your hands, be true to yourself, don't drink expired milk. I think those are all really good pieces of advice, especially not drinking expired milk. That's important. But frankly, I don't think there is anything that I could recommend to all of you that you don't already know. The plain truth is that this group of graduates is amazing. You are incredibly smart, talented, and most importantly, you have good hearts. I have told more than one person that when I grow up, I want to be like Elijah. So I have very little to offer you. That being said, they gave a microphone to an attorney. Although you've, like me, heard me say it before, I want to reinforce 4 lessons that I've tried to impart over our years together. First, mental health is very important. I grew up in a time when mental health simply wasn't discussed in public. The idea of missing school simply because you needed a break was unthinkable. If you complained about your stress level, you were seen as somehow weak or lesser. There was a rather serious stigma related to mental illness. And so often, we simply didn't acknowledge it until it was too late. I was for years trapped in that paradigm. Working with all of you and seeing you overcome so many struggles has, to steal a turn of phrase from Elke and Maddie, changed me for the better. This past year, 4 of your classmates, Mason, Elijah, Kendra, and Sean, led a leadership project focusing on mental health. And a little child shall lead them. I hope that you continue to live that way, and that you continue to struggle against the stigmas and the judgments associated with mental illness. And I hope above all that you take care of yourselves, physically, emotionally, and mentally. Take mental health days. Seek help when you need it. And know that you are not alone. In honor of all of you who have been so open with me about your challenges, I would like to share with you a part of myself that I simply have not shared with even some of my closest friends. For most of my adult life, I have struggled with acute anxiety disorder. I have also suffered from clinical depression. There have been days, even weeks in my life, when I couldn't manage to struggle out of bed. I've been hospitalized multiple times. But for years, I simply did nothing about it. I did what my generation was taught to do. I buried it down deep and pretended it didn't exist. For the record, that is not a good solution. It is not a solution at all. But the honesty and courage of this group of students gave me the courage to change that. In the past 4 years, following the example of some of you here, I have participated in counseling therapy, and I now receive drug therapy for my anxiety. But here I am. I'm not defeated, I'm not discouraged, and I'm not embarrassed. Anxiety and depression are part of who I am, and I like me. I'm not going anywhere. So joining the chorus of the brave people in this graduating class, to those of you in the audience and at home who may be struggling, you are not alone. There is hope. These students are our hope. And if I can make it, so can you. Thank you, class of 2022, for demonstrating to me the courage to share that. I hope that in doing so, I will allow others present here tonight to feel better about asking for help. Second, and you guys already know this, you've lived it, never give up. Failure is not the end. Please don't ever forget that. You are going to face troubles and challenges in your lives. You will face failures and sadness, but light comes in the morning. Pandemics don't last forever. Life will go on. You are indomitable. Look at what you guys have done. Faced with the greatest disruption of our lives since World War II, this class not only survived, you kicked it out of the park. There have been so many successful professionals and academics and businesses that could not survive the pandemic. but you guys did it, and with style. You're amazing. When you were at your lowest, kicked to the ground, and struggling to get through one more day, when you have failed, and you will fail, it may be a calculus test, or it may be a marriage, or it may be a lost job, or God forbid, a lost child. Whatever it may be, at some point, and perhaps at many points, you will fail. And when it happens, please do this. Take a deep breath. Remember tonight. Remember all that you did and accomplished to get here. Then get up, dust yourself off, say, I'm part of the WAS 2022 class of warriors, and start again. You can do it. You truly are warriors. Third piece of advice, which a number of Crozet Elementary students taught me many years ago. Know when to keep your mouth shut. I went to have lunch with my second grader, and I thought that was a safe thing to do. And I sat down with Kendra and Maggie and Alexis and several of the other students. And I'm quietly eating my canned peas and my canned peaches. And one of the students announces very loudly, and I won't say who it was, but you know who it was. My cousin is having a baby. And everyone's like, oh, that's great, congratulations. And I said, that's great, congratulations. And she said she's only 16. And a quiet sort of fell. And Maggie, where are you? Thank you. Maggie said, how did she get married when she was only 16? And the student whose cousin was the subject of the conversation said, she's not married. And Maggie, with gigantic big eyes, looked at me and said, how does that work? Sometimes you have to keep your mouth shut. Fourth and finally, please laugh as often as you can in your lives, especially at yourself. Laughter is good for you. Don't take life or yourselves too seriously. No day is wasted when you chuckle at least once. Laughter is a great unifier, it's good for your health, and it's essential for your souls. And for that, I have to thank all of you. Over the years, you have made me laugh so many times, especially at myself. Nathan Fitzgerald was sometimes called Nene. There was also a dance move called doing the Nene. And for at least 6 months, I thought Nathan invented it. And I was so impressed. It's like, wow, that went viral. Then it was explained to me that I was kind of dumb. But my favorite story, and it still makes me laugh, is about 12 years ago. I went to have breakfast with my kindergartner. And I had a hearing afterwards. And so I was wearing my best suit and my best tie. And I felt like a real professional. I was feeling good about myself. And I walked in, and Sophia Zwadlow walked up to me, and she looked me up and down, said in a baritone voice, which is weird for a kindergartner, "You look good." I said, "Thank you, Sophia, that was very nice of you." She shook her head and said, "You don't usually look good." So thanks, Sophia. I appreciate that. So to Sophia Zwadlow and all the rest of you, on behalf of the Albemarle County School Board, let me say for the record, you look good. In fact, you're beautiful, inside and out. Go into the world and spread that beauty. have incredible lives. Just please remember to come home once in a while. We're gonna miss you. Now this last part is just from me, speaking my heart to each of you. May love and laughter light your days and warm your heart and home. May good and faithful friends be yours wherever you may roam. May peace and plenty bless your world with joy that long endures. May all life's passing seasons bring the best to you and yours. Congratulations and God bless.
Greetings, friends and family, faculty and staff, and senior class members. My name is Elijah Witt. Originally, this was Samuel Johnson's speech, but unfortunately, due to contracting COVID, he cannot attend. So I'll be reading the speech for him. Hi, Sam. These words are his. I really thought I successfully avoided COVID for the past 2.5 years. But life's not fair. As frustrated as I am, this is a valuable lesson that I want to share with my peers. Never, ever, ever take anything for granted and enjoy every moment, including the ceremony. But aside from that, let me get to the meat and potatoes of my little introduction. I am very honored and humbled to introduce one of the two amazing speakers today. My fellow class officer, Joey Birch, is the son of John and Lisa Birch, as well as a brother of Matthew, Mary, and Christopher Birch. Joey is not only an academic scholar, but a dedicated athlete, being a part of the football, wrestling, and track and field teams, as well as a member of the Athletes Giving Back Club that continues to help the local community. He is also going to continue his athletic and academic career at Christopher Newport University, where he will continue to play football. Joey and I have both worked together in the leadership class for 3 years. And within those 3 years, I have observed Joey be two things: charismatic and confident. His work ethic to make ideas become a reality is truly a rare thing to see from a classmate and something to be admired. When Joey says he's going to do something, he will do it, no matter what, unless that means getting a win in Brawl Stars. But that's besides the point. Regardless, Joey puts in 110%, whether it be in a football game, track meet, project, essay, pep rally, or any task that gets thrown at him. You can always count on him, not just to get stuff done, but to do it in a fantastic fashion, including his upcoming speech. So everyone, Joey Birch.
Hello, everyone. I'll try and make this pretty quick since I know a lot of us are anxious to get the show on the road, but I wanted to start this speech by issuing a few well-deserved thank yous. So here it goes. Thank you to our administration, who have been the best group I've had in my 4 years at Western. Thank you to our outstanding staff and teachers who pour their hearts out to help us reach our full potential. Thank you to all the parents who are seated here today. All of you have had a profound impact on both your own kids and the other kids who you've interacted with. Thank you to my fellow students. We have laughed together, we might have cried together, and maybe, just maybe, we've bled together. Hopefully not. And last but not least, thank you to my parents, mainly my mom, who has made my lunch every single day of high school. None of us would be here without all of the people I've mentioned. Class of 2022, we made it. Whether you worked your butt off for 3.5 years and coasted the last couple months, or if you've been on cruise control since you got here, we made it. In about 15 minutes, you'll be walking across the stage and receiving your diploma. unless your last name starts with Z, and then it'll be closer to an hour. When I learned that I was elected as our graduation speaker, my biggest fear was that I would get up here and just start laughing hysterically and not be able to stop. Now that I'm in this far, I doubt it'll happen. I wanted, as most graduation speakers do, to entertain you all and to send a good message. So I decided to share some advice that I've picked up from my 18 years on this earth. Remember to take this with a grain of salt, because I might not be the greatest decision maker. But here we go. The first piece of advice is simple and easy and should come as no surprise because I'm a redhead. Always wear sunscreen. The long-term benefits of sunscreen have been proven by scientists, whereas the rest of my advice has no basis other than my personal experiences. The second piece of advice is something that has been told to me by many different coaches over the last couple of years. Control the controllable. There will be a lot of things that happen over the rest of your life that might stink, but the only thing you'll be able to do is to keep on keeping on. If you can't control it, there's no use stressing over it. In other words, it is what it is. With that being said, everything that you can control, you should. There is no reason to go halfway in anything you do. Give whatever you're doing everything you've got. Thirdly, have fun. Take time in life to do the things that you love. Play with your dog. I love my dog. His name is Hobbs. Go out with friends. There are more important things in life than studying hours for a test. Am I telling you this so that you won't study as much and the curve will be better for the rest of us? Maybe. But the point holds true. Make the most of every moment you have and enjoy everything you do. Having a good attitude in life will get you to climb mountains. I know I thanked a bunch of people at the beginning of the speech, but the last piece of advice I have is to thank everyone around you. As you go to graduation parties over the weekend, you will hear so many congratulations. So many congratulations. It might not seem like anything special, but the people who congratulate you are so proud of you and everything that you've accomplished. Them congratulating you shows how much they care about you. That was initially how I was going to end my speech, but I feel inclined to say one more thing. My dad has repeated this phrase that he heard from Carson 2J's dad many times to many different people. He says, "Show me your friends and I'll show you your future." Take a second to look around at the people around you. You all have great friends and tremendously bright futures. Thank you, graduates.
Good evening, warriors and families. My name is Elijah Witt, the actual time this time. And as president of the class of 2022, I am honored to introduce our next graduation speaker, Hayden Sewell. Woo. Hayden is the son of Catherine Williams and Tyler Sewell, the brother of Charlie Sewell, who not too long stood on the stage to give his graduation speech, and a trusted friend of mine since the 7th grade. You see, I first met Hayden when I was randomly assigned to be his partner to represent Venezuela in the Middle School Model UN Conference. Although we were delegates in the World Health Organization, Hayden somehow managed to bring advanced foreign policy and maybe some space missions along the way into the discussion. Fate had truly matched me with one of the most caring, dedicated, and genuinely interesting people I have ever had the pleasure to meet. Over the past 5 years, Hayden has shined on the football team, in his studies, and has retained his witty personality along the way. I hope you all are as excited as I am to hear his speech, so without further ado, let's hear it for Hayden Sewell.
Hello, class of 2022. Thank you so much for choosing me to reflect on our 4 years of high school. Life is who you surround yourself with, and I couldn't have picked a better group of people to surround myself. I think we learned this year. We all did. Maybe not in the ways our teachers wanted, but we did learn. we learned something more important than any class could have possibly taught us: who we could be during some pretty hard times. But it's during times like this that we grow as people. And it's during these times that I've learned more about myself than I have in my whole life. And it's you all who I get to thank. Not just my amazing teachers, but my amazing peers. We have all had to become comfortable with what makes most of us very uncomfortable: change. Because if anything from our time in high school has stayed the same, it's change. From us scaring our admins away every year, to different bell schedules and wildly different grading policies, things change. Things are changing all around us, and the world is no different. It seems that every month something monumental occurs and our very world changes. And as new adults in America's next blossoming generation, it's now our responsibility to take the hits and keep our heads held high. We now have honed our resilience and stayed strong during a momentous chapter in this world. But now it's our time to make change in the world around us. And it's up to us to decide how we will do this, for better or for worse. And while it may be scary, nothing can stop it. Tomorrow, no matter what our future holds, our lives will forever be changed. But not everything should change. And if anything should stay the same, it should be what you care about. And while I care about a lot of things, if my time as a Western student has taught me anything, it's the people here who I care about the most. The crazy group of students who might try to flirt with a teacher, grab an extra lunch, or maybe some extra chocolate milk to throw at the juniors. It's these little things and every one of you that make me want to stay. Not just my amazing group of close friends who have kept me sane, but the people I see every day. Many of us will never know the extent to which we've impacted one another's lives. The laughter and happiness shared throughout our whole school. That's what I love about Western the most. How much we share in our togetherness. Because if anything, Western has that feeling of community. These past few weeks have solidified that and have shown me how much I really enjoyed the everyday of Western. Now, that doesn't mean I came to school every day. And if there's one thing we all shared this year, it's bad attendance. But hey, absence makes the heart grow fonder. And my time away will make me miss this school and all of you more than ever before. Our hardships, tears, great memories, and love have been fostered around each other. And I couldn't think of a better people to grow up around. I love and will always love the class of 2022. We sure as hell tore this place up. Now let's tear up the future.
Hi everyone, I'm Mallory Green and I'm so delighted to be presenting our senior gift. Our WAS experience over these past 4 years has definitely been a trip, not just with bumps, but with boulders in the road. And the nightmare also known as COVID, that horrifying part of our lives has left us with the most memorable memories, for lack of a better phrase. This might just be my personal opinion, but in honor of our experiences, there's nothing better but for us to be pictured and hung on a wall forever, so that every passing soul in the future can see our lovely and smiling faces, oblivious to what we went through in our high school years. If I could, I would have our class especially prioritized and be hung up all by itself. Maybe with a plaque, definitely in a trophy case, just because we're so amazing. But unfortunately, I am unable to do so, seeing as that wouldn't be very kind to the other graduating classes at Western. Now, I understand if you have no idea what I'm talking about, so without further ado, our parting gift from Western will be our shining headshots pasted into the floating and flipping yearbook right next to the auditorium. For context, that thing hasn't been updated since 2017, so it's a big deal that our class is the one to bring it back. I know for a fact that each and every one of you has picked through that to try to find siblings, parents, administrators like our lovely Miss Sublette, or just a familiar face. And now, every future class at Western will be able to do the same with our class and see just how beautiful we all are. I'm so excited to see everyone's paths after high school, and I'm so proud of each and every one of you. None of us could have done it without the hard work and dedication we put in, not only for ourselves, but for each other. So, in exchange for all of that hard work, the class of 2022's legacy will live on forever, even if it is in tiny 2x2 yearbook photos. Thank you.
I'm Annabeth Stansel, and I would like to take a moment to thank our class sponsors, Ms. Dahl and Mr. Gervin. Both of these teachers have devoted a tremendous amount of their time towards projects for our grades, and while their role may not always be visible, as class officers we would not have been nearly as successful without them. Ms. Dahl and Mr. Gervin are role models for how to lead, but also how to know when to step back. From the yearly chaos of hallway decorating to navigating complex COVID restrictions, Ms. Dahl and Mr. Gervin have lent their hard work and support throughout our 4 years, and we are so grateful for it.
Before I begin the awards portion of the program tonight, we would like to thank everyone who has worked so hard to help put on tonight's ceremony. The office, counseling, and custodial staffs, grounds crews, sound team, and a host of others who have worked tirelessly and patiently to create this special night. It is no exaggeration to say that this ceremony could not take place without them. So thank you all. Each year, the academic departments at Western Albemarle High School select seniors whose accomplishments in that discipline have been outstanding throughout their 4 years at Western. At this time, we are delighted to present our Department Faculty Awards for Excellence for 2022. Seniors, in recognition of your award, please stand if your name is called. The Faculty Award for Excellence in Business and Entrepreneurship, Hayden Miller. There are 2 recipients of Faculty Awards for Excellence in English. The first is Elijah Witt. And the second English award goes to Tobin Yates. For excellence in engineering, Nick Titus. For excellence in the Environmental Studies Academy, Ellie Boitnott. For excellence in French, Megan Life. For excellence in German, Micah Poole. For excellence in Latin, Ellis Lucas. There are 2 recipients of Faculty Awards for Excellence in Mathematics. The first is Mason Rothenberger. The second recipient is Dara Sheehan. For Excellence in Medical Sciences, Caitlin Boyd. There are 2 recipients of awards for excellence in the performing arts. The first is Grace Nolasco. And the second recipient is Maya Thomas. There are also 2 awards for excellence in science. The first award goes to Elijah Witt. And the second recipient is Jenna Stutzman. There are two recipients of awards for excellence in social studies. The first is Mason Rothenberger. And the second recipient is Laura Rubendahl. The Faculty Award for Excellence in the Visual Arts goes first to Carissa Jackson. And the second Visual Arts Award goes to Jade Mon. At this time, I'd like to introduce Ms. Caitlin Pitts, Fine Arts teacher and drama director, to present our next award.
In 2017, we created the Eric Bedhauser Memorial Scholarship in the name of our beloved choir teacher. This scholarship is given to a student who has been involved with the performing arts at least 3 years of high school, will be pursuing the study of fine arts in college, and has shown excellent leadership, growth, and professionalism in their involvement in high school performing arts. This year's scholarship goes to Sess Wilson.
Thank you, Ms. Pitts. This year, Albemarle County has established a new scholarship to recognize graduates at each of the 3 high schools whose academic career epitomizes outstanding character and scholarship. Western Albemarle High School will present 3 of these scholarships to WAS Warriors. The first Albemarle County Award goes to Megan Life. The second recipient of the Albemarle County Award is Linus Miguel Morales. And the third recipient of this year's Albemarle County Award is Hannah Varner. In addition to department faculty awards, Western Albemarle High School also presents 5 school-wide awards. This year, each award has 2 recipients. The Connie Y. Fix Memorial Award honors the school's first administrative assistant, who is remembered by all who knew her for her warm smile, her love of people, and her hard work for and loyalty to Western. The first recipient of this year's Connie Fix Memorial Award is Caitlin Boyd. The second recipient of the Connie Fix Memorial Award is Felicity Shantler. The Joe McDowell Fix Memorial Award was established by his classmates to honor the only Western student to have been elected president of his class for all 4 of their years together. This award honors a senior who exemplifies the qualities for which Joey is remembered. He was an inspirational individual who showed a genuine concern for others and an abundance of school spirit. This year, the Joe McDowell Fix Award is presented first to Elke Beaumont. And the second recipient of the Joe McDowell Fix Award is Annabeth Stencil. Established to honor Western's first principal, the Charles S. Armstrong Award recognizes a student whose leadership, achievements, and enthusiasm for all aspects of school life are reminiscent of his. This year, we are proud to recognize 2 seniors who have followed in these illustrious footsteps. This year's first recipient of the Charles S. Armstrong Award is Nicole Bilchik. The second recipient of the Charles S. Armstrong Award is Austin Winslow. Last year, the faculty of Western Albemarle High School established a new school-wide award, the Carol Bickers Memorial Award, to honor the memory of our beloved Coach Bickers. Always upbeat, smiling, and looking to bring joy to those around him, Coach Bickers will also be remembered for his quiet, compassionate strength. He always looked out for others and treated everyone with respect, folding all who crossed his path into our Western family. This year, the Western Albemarle faculty selected 2 winners who we feel are following in the legacy left by Coach. The first recipient of the Carol Bickers Memorial Award is Xander Smith. The Carol Bickers Memorial Award is also presented to Elijah Witt. The Principal's Award is presented each year to a student whose efforts, attitude, and excitement have set an example to others in the Western community and have made WAS a better place. This year, Ms. Sablett would like to recognize 2 outstanding seniors. The first to receive this year's Principal's Award is Carly Hegemeyer. The second Principal's Award recipient is Jack Malin. Please join me in congratulating all of this evening's award winners. It is now my pleasure to introduce Sarah Dahl and Cass Gervin, the faculty sponsors for the class of 2022.
We've heard a lot of sage words tonight, and we'd like to move along to the awarding of diplomas. However, Mrs. Dahl and I completely adore the class of 2022, so I'm going to say just a few quick words for the both of us. We are so proud of you. We admire you for your curiosity, your strength, your creativity, and your kindness. Over the past 4 years, we've often remarked that we would trust this group to do X, Y, or Z, or whatever, to lead A, B, or C through hypothetical crisis 1, 2, or 3. Not necessarily that they have the universal expertise, but that they have a tenacious attitude and the maturity to seek proper counsel and to consider all angles. And we truly do feel that way, that you can do anything, all 286 of you. You've seen 4 principals in 4 years, you've seen the waxing and the waning of a worldwide pandemic, and you've emerged stronger for it. If it can be done, you can do it. If a human can do it, you can do it. If a person is capable of doing it, we have no doubt you are capable of doing it.
Members of the school board, Dr. Haas, Ms. Sablett, the faculty of Western Albemarle High School certifies that the graduates seated before you have met all of the requirements as set forth by the Commonwealth of Virginia and the Albemarle County School Board and may now receive their diplomas.
Graduates, when I call your name, please come forward to receive your diploma. Eleanor Carr Abel. Anna Abinator. Charles Jerry Alhusen. Kennedy Mary Anderson. Sawyer Paul Anderson. Gabrielle Ruth Andres. Iram Anwar. Hunter Coel Arnold. Henley Rawlings Bagby. Ravenna Lee Barber. Michaela Hodson Barclay. Andrew Fairfax Baris. Maria Helena Barrett. Sean Calder Bean. Caleb Lee Barely. Elke Ann Beaumont. Jaden Beckett Anza. Lillian Porterfield Bell. Nicole Rebecca Bilchick. Vincent Ming Blackburn. Jacob Edward Blackman. Eleanor Judith Boitnott. Grace Catherine Boitnott. John Michael Bond. Caitlin Suzanne Boyd. Henry Joseph Brault. Lucas Tyler Brockman. Gregory J. Brogan. Alexis Sierra Brown. Samuel Toporowski Buckley. Joseph Ryan Birch. Matthew Lee Birch. Jeremy Thomas Burke. Spencer Thomas Burnett. Catherine Virginia Burns. Brian Darcy Byrne. Megan Elizabeth Byrne. Jackson Rose Cardoso. Brooke Johansson Chavez. Sophia Grace Christensen. Whitaker Aiden Claybo. Laurel Rosamond Clayman. Frances Ruth DeLeo Clark. Lillian Teresa DeLeo Clark. Josephine Anina Clay. Charles Andrew Collier. Corey Allen Collier. Emery Allegra Comiso. Olivia May Cook. Dylan Michael Cosgrove. Miguel Cruz Crawford. Luke Richard Crater. Jacob Maxwell Krieger Roberts. Keegan Ashton Kress. Kyler Morgan Kress. Ray Ayette Crowder. Alicia Marie Cruz Boyette. Maxwell Joseph Dell. Emma Claire Damaso. William Anthony DeSimone. Sophie Jane Disney. Ray Mihai Dobrkan. Kimberly Ruth Dodson. Lance Allen Dodson. Catherine Campbell Domek. William Shepard Donovan. Jackson Drew DeVos. Eunice Duncan.
Yay!
Leah Ashton Renee Dutton. Tilden Price English. Prudence Fairborn. Lucas Alexander Farmer. Madison Cable Farmer. Zachary Theodore Farmer. Sebastian Cale Farish. Julio Galvan Fennell. Shayla Amalia Fleming. Emily Angelina Flores. John Alexander Foreman. Lily Page Foster. Ethan Sterling Frank. Spencer Allen Franklin. Cody Allen Frazier. Michael David Fry. Aisha Gaona Sotelo. Giselle Sofia Garbacho. Devin Jr. Garfield. Catherine Faye Garfield. Emily Christiane Gates. Michael Stephen Goss. Olivia Blythe Gibson. Rumi Vincent Goldhouse. Zachary David Goldhouse. Sarah Catherine Going. William Patrick Graham. Mallory Claire Green. Jacob Walter Greenstein. Eli Solomon Griffin. Eleanor Mary Grisdale. Keaton Alexander Gumlock. Madeline Abbott Guthrie. Shelby Ann Hall. Rebecca Mary Haney. Sarah Jane Haney. Theodore Ezra Henkel. Ross Edward Hardy. Gavin Thomas Harris. Stuart Horsley Harris. Carly Elizabeth Hegemeyer. Matthew J. Heilman. Damian Thomas Heller Chan. Alexander Christoph Hild. Wade Gregory Hilliard. Aaron Griffith Hiss. Leah Grace Hoffman. Brian Matthew Hoffman. Aiden Holmes. Michael Anthony Holsworth. Karen Zong Huang. Jackson Scott Hughes. George Elon Enman. Carissa Faith Jackson. Isabella Marie James. Virginia Elizabeth Janusik. Christopher Noah Johnson. Quinn Johnson. Marlon Curtis Johnson. Mitchell Scott Johnson. Samuel Yaroslav Johnson. Ella Nicole Jones. Joseph Spencer Just. Garrett Paul Kane. Margaret Elaine Kaufman. Catherine Page Keith. Victoria Rose Keller. Ryan James Kelly. Tate Emmanuel Reed Kessler. Augusta Garvin Key. James Philip Kirby. Maggie Rose Kittrell. Matthew Warren Clenworth. Ryan Svern Knudsen. Griffin Bennett Cohair. Madeline Ruth Kraus. Julian Whitaker Kress. Jonathan Martin Coomer. Jillian Sharon Lake. Sophia Marie Lanahan. Brianna Rose Lancaster. Alexis Sophie Larkin. Sally Ann Lawrencell. Isabel Emery Lee. Haley Virginia Lennox. Robert Maxwell Leonard. Angus James Leon. Megan Charlotte Life. Michelle Margaret Lindgren. Casey Carolyn Lockledge. Kaylee Raina Long. Sydney Christian Lomax. Ellis Jeanette Lucas. William Thomas Lucas. Connor Barrows Mackey. Jack Malin. Juliana Faith Malia. Lee Irene Marcel. Carl Joseph Marcial Lopez. Tamim Noor Martin. Owen George Mather. Jaden Deandra Maupin. Jade Elliott Mon. Shannon Lee McCants. Kenneth Wayne McCauley. Andrew Paul McCulloch. Mary Gail McDaniel. Matthew Chamberlain McGarren. Zoe Jane McKean. Matilda August McNamara. Aliana Marie McWilliams. James Daniel Meenan. Avery Claire Marriage. Charles Ross Miller. Hayden Bradley Miller. Macy Ryan Miller. Melvin Lee Miller III. Harrison Cole Miracle. Dylan Forrest Mitchell. William Esteban Montes Leando. Lily Rosalind Montgomery. Gabriela Elise Morales. Linus Miguel Morales. Caden Joseph Morrow. Cheyenne Elizabeth Mullins. Even Bridget Murphy. Ian Patrick Murphy. Amber Ann Myers. Andrew Cooper Nelson. Benjamin Timothy Nitchie. Grace Noel Nolasco. Alexander David Noth. Nathaniel Lewis Nucci. Kendra Veronica Stobel Oberg. Sophia Rose Pambianchi. Edward Randolph Parrish Jr. Alina Dylan Patel. Elise Francis Patterson. Jacob Nicholas Patty. Micah F. Poole. Kyle James Potter. Ethan Matthew Powell. Emery Mark Coolidge. Brandon Dillon Quigley. Hunter Rianne Rademacher. William John Reifenberger III. Josephine Keegan Rodriguez Thomas. Mason Alexandra Rothenberger. Laura Nicole Rubendahl. Sophie Claire Rumsey. Canyon Anthony Reese Ruoto. Jack Clifford Sadler. Jude Austin Sanborn. River Wren Savage. Austin William Schremp. Charles Jackson Schundler. Silas Peter Reed Schwacke. Emily Rose Sears. Evelyn Jane C. Allison Marjorie Silverstone. Hayden Holloway Sewell. Emma Irene Sexton. Felicity Charlotte Shatler. Charlie Isabel Shea. Dara Elizabeth Sheehan. Emma Catherine Shiflett. Wyatt Mitchell Shreves. Reagan Morgan Simpson. Alexander West Smith. Turner Walton Smith. Virginia Elizabeth Smith. Jackson Walker Sneed. Caleb Tyler Snow. Mia Brooke Summers. Connor Sebastian Southworth. Annabeth Deal Stansel. Bennett Tyler Stith. Samuel Solomon Stoke. Jenna Marie Stutzman. Henry James Sullivan. Isaac Kane Sumter. Kayla Allen Talmadge. Sean Edward Tian. Andrew Telesnicki Kranz. Isabella Ashland Tesserary. Luca Braden Tesserary. Zachary Hunter Thacker. Maya Grace Thomas. Corey Kenneth Thorne. Eli Williams Thornton. Nathaniel Allen Titus. Paige Elizabeth Toms. Carson Garrett Touge. Jack Evans Tyree. Ginger Ashby Umstadter. Luke Anders Vance. Hannah McKenzie Varner. Samuel Thomas Vigilante. Matthew John Watson. Jenna Rose Wysick. Elin Lee Willard. Brian Joshua Napoleon Williams. Sess Wilson. Colin John Winkler. Austin Hahn Winslow. Chase Matthew Winston. Cam Lou Winter. Elijah Berlin Witt. Noah Mandela Witt. Jared Wayne Wolf. Tobin Powers Yates. Abby Hunter Young. John Patrick Young. Elliot Christina Zohoric. John Alvarado Zayas. Philip Austin Zimmerman. Sophia Valentines Wadlow.
Graduates, please stand. To signify your status as a graduate, please move your tassel from right to left. Families and guests, it is my great honor to present to you the Western Albemarle High School class of 2022. And chaos ensued. At this time, the platform guests will lead the faculty and graduates in our recessional. We ask that the audience remain seated until all graduates have left the seating area. Then please join us for a reception to celebrate our graduates out here on the field. Thank you all for coming to this amazing evening.
take your stands and your instruments with you. All of your folders go in here. They don't have to be in section, just make sure I get them. Please take stands, make help percussion if you can. Thank you guys, nice job. Great ceremony.
Thank you.
Thank you guys, thank you girls.
Thank you.
Nicely done, good job guys. Please take all your stands, help percussion. All folders in here, guys. Grab trash if you can, throw it away. Take your stands.
He went to Brownsville in field school and then he like left. Biking?
Guys, make sure I get all of you.
I heard you specifically. Yeah, I know. Josh is like
Is that all the music? Percussion, all music in here.
Good job, Ben. I can't believe you're still drumming.